Hello everyone, welcome back to HC Craft. Oh my god, all of it, really? Okay, so M.S. Culkin here, however you want to say his name, has obviously built this massive roller coaster, which looks like it's a lot of fun. And of course, he just kinda messaged me and said, "Hey Fwip, someone else has protected it." Oops. Well, since he's a VIP++, obviously he can fix that part of the track. The thing that he can't fix is if some random person comes over and protects it. And okay, wait a minute. What is this Mary person saying? Mary's the one that placed it. He told me I could build, and then I protected it, and he's gonna unprotect. Then he said not to, and it was mine. Mary is telling me that you gave her the roller coaster? Sometimes questions are a lot bigger than they might seem. For example, it might just be a simple case of somebody protecting his roller coaster, but now here's the rest of the story that this Mary person is possibly the one who helped. No, that is not true. Okay, so what's the story exactly? Because it's always best to say these things in the open. And Mary might be just telling you stuff. Uh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, Mary said that he'd help build. And the problem, of course, is that MS Culkin here can't build anymore because it's protected. Well, perhaps it was for the best, so it wasn't griefed. And I was breaking the protection. It kept saying, "Leave now, leave now." So, Mary, is it alright if I remove the stones now? So, MSK can build and stuff. It's always good to ask. I mean, I know it's his building. It's obviously his building. The logs are here. Of course, it's not like that all the time. So, is it alright? No, it's not. Why not? I mean, he did build the roller coaster. It's mine now. He said to leave and that he did not want it. Really? Uh, uh, MSK, do you want the roller coaster? I can. That's because I wanted proof. Perhaps there's a miscommunication. Seems like there's a bit of a player dispute right here. In this case, it's good for me just to kind of sit back and let them resolve it. I think maybe you two should talk it out a bit. He told me to leave and that I did not want it. I don't know what that means. I mean, he did build it. He let you protect it. Well, no, he left and you protected on him. No, he is mean. He called me names. Well, let's not call people names. Anyway. That's a good start. That's a good start. Okay, good. At least he's apologized. I've already made some progress. Just letting them talk it out. That's good. That's good to know. Question is, I mean, with protection stones, it's always who owns it. Well, sorry you're not getting it back. You said you did not want it. Uh, Mary, it's well, a good question. Well, I mean, they all built it together, right? And I'll go check the other dude's, like, things. But obviously, I need to finish one question before I can work on the next, right? As much as you might want to, have an admin right now, if I do list, I am the only staff member online again. Hooray for being busy. They don't seem to be talking. I think Mary's a bit... Well, Mary, seeing as you didn't build it, I mean... It's more his than yours. I'll have to side with MSK. I gotta think here. I mean, whose roller coaster is this really? Even if she protected it, it is kind of his, right? I'm just gonna throw that out here, see what they say. People are probably gonna get mad. You can't please anybody sometimes, but you gotta make about the right decision. I mean, I understand. So you're not in trouble, but in the interest of fairness, I must return his roller coaster, since he put the work into building it. In the interest of, yeah, that seems to make sense. I mean, he built it. Just because you protect it with glowstones doesn't mean you can extort money from a guy. I mean, sometimes when people use protection stones to, like... Oh no, I'm not... Click the block to finish. Sometimes I have to resolve arguments. And well, I don't... Just because you protected it doesn't mean it should be yours. You know? I mean, I'm not going to go into the chat logs and see if he actually said, I didn't want it, because, you know, just because some dude says that, you know, like he said, maybe he was just trying to find out if somebody was going to try to steal it from him. I wasn't there, I don't know, but I think it's pretty fair to let the guy who built it have it back. It's a judgment call, isn't it? Is it actually right or wrong for me to, like, give it to Mary instead? I mean, Mary protected it. It should have been his job to protect it. Why would you build a roller coaster in the middle of nowhere? You know, MSK, why didn't you protect it yourself? It's a very good question. I think I should actually hear this part of it too, because there's more to the story, perhaps. Like, you build a lovely roller coaster. Why wouldn't you do this? You know, I mean, it's just one more step, and everybody should protect from griefers. Oh, okay. That does make sense. It's true. I looked at the logs, and somebody named Yourbone, you know, weird name, but... And look, Luke Murray, so they all built it together. Well, you can protect it now, MS? As long as he protects it now, it should be fine, I think. Like, yes, I will protect it. Good. NFC of Mary. Just... Mary's going around protecting it, isn't she? No, good. Maybe you can add Mary to your protection later. If you want her to help build. But for now, I think I did that all right. I mean, that makes sense. It makes sense in my head. Just that the person that built the structure should be the one that owns it. I mean, it's hard because sometimes players, you know, they do crazy things with money, and I can't check economy logs. No. Let's not point fingers. Let's just move on from here, I guess. You know, I can't really say... I can't really say that, can I? It's just, you know, Mary hasn't built anything that was his, you know? I know, she's probably right in her perspective, but you know, obligatorily. Who's right here? Who's right? He really should have protected it himself, but we can't really say that too much. It's already after the fact. You know, in the interest of the person owning it, who should own it, I'm gonna have to say I side with MSK. And you might be thinking, Flip, you're really talking a lot about this one issue. This is one roller coaster. Big deal. You've got a whole server to think about. But it happens time and time again. And if you don't know what to do with like a situation like this, you're gonna find more questions like it. And you gotta really ask yourself at every turn, are you making the right judgment calls? Because if you can question yourself, then you have to question yourself. You can't assume that you're right all the time. And certainly, if you're gonna make some decisions, you should make sure that they're the best decisions you can make in everything that you do. That's why ban appeals work, because you're always certain that when you ban somebody, you ban them for the right reason. Like there's proof of it, you know? That otherwise it's just more work for everybody involved if you're banning people that shouldn't be banned, right? Anyway, good luck, guys. I think that's all. You can protect it now, MSK. Now, of course, you know, I could temp ban Mary just for kind of being a jerk. How was she a jerk? Well, you know, he left his roller coaster here and you protected it on him. It's not much fun to steal a house from somebody. Huh. You too. Good luck. I hope you both can have fun on the server. It's a generic thing, but really, this is a game. I mean, I'm just, you know, if I built a big tower out of Legos and somebody else put it in a box and taped it all up and put their name on it, I really would want, you know, since I built it, to still have it, right? I don't know. It's weird. You don't, what? Uh, yeah, you should rethink that. Oh, dear God. Anyway, guys, I hope that maybe clarified some things for you, because, God, that's confusing. Let's figure out what else to do. Haha, all around the server. Whew. Oh, Napoleon isn't being griefed. I don't know. And I can't, you know, I hate that when people let other people use their accounts. We can't, you know, why wasn't that actually him? Everybody that says, oh my gosh, I got hacked, please give me your items. I'm going to tell you right now. Dude, if you say that you got hacked, we're going to have to permaban your account because we can't prove you got it back. You know? Have you ever thought of that? It's a horrible excuse that people are using these days. Hey, I got hacked. You know, somebody gave my god swords away. Can you give me a new item? I gotta say, if you claim that you got hacked, it's in the rules. I have to permanently ban you. And I'm a nice guy, okay? I don't like banning people. So usually I'll just give you a couple days and I'll say, okay, please, dude, get your account back if possible. Because otherwise, you know, we have to ban you. Because weird people using your account, you're responsible for what happens on it. And if you get compromised, we don't want you taking other people's accounts too. So, kick him for language, just as obviously as it's obvious. And let's move on.